So years later, I went away to college, man. Had a roommate named Todd. Went to University of San Diego. It was a Catholic university. I even played in the folk mass. Played the Our Father, the Lamb of God, did the whole thing. Anyways, this is before the internet existed. But he had 2 dirty magazines because there was no internet porn yet. Not the kind of porn that Lou likes to watch online. So anyways, he had these 2 magazines. They were terrible. Please cover up and put your earmuffs on, because I'm going to say the names of the 2 magazines. Slick Slots and Prison Pussy. I will never forget the name of those magazines. He kept them in a red bag, and he called the red bag the BOP, the acronym of which stood for Bag of Porn. He kept the BOP underneath his bed. It was awful. Anyways, my lungs kept collapsing because I had such bad allergies. I was allergic to my own dog, I was allergic to cats, I was allergic to pollen. So my lungs were collapsing. One night Todd had a date and he goes, "Hey dude, I'm going to put the BOP underneath your bed because I'm going out on a date and I'm going to bring Sheila home tonight. And I don't want her to accidentally reach under the bed and see the BOP and think I'm some kind of a pervert." And I go, "Well, I don't want the BOP under my bed. If the bag of porn's under my bed and my lung collapses, what if my parents were to come down and I was to die? They'd think the BOP was mine." And he goes, "I gotta leave it under your bed, dude." So that night I went out to dinner all alone and I got 6 rolled tacos with guacamole. Lou calls them steaks. And as I was standing in line ordering, my lung collapsed. It was awful, so I'm rushed to the hospital. They have to stick a chest tube in. It's called a spontaneous pneumothorax, right? Yeah. Well, the doctor says you got about 15 spontaneous pneumothoraxes. It's common in guys that are tall, young, and thin. So we're going to have to do what's called a thoracotomy. A thoracotomy is where they go right through, like open heart surgery. They scrape up the inside of your rib cage so the lung sticks to it because there's scar tissue. It's like the most painful surgery in the world. So anyways, it's really invasive. They say we're going to have your parents come down. And my parents came all the way out from Palm Springs and they brought a priest with them. Father Michael Murphy, and my roommate Todd was there. And just as the anesthesiologist was putting me under, I remembered that the BOP was underneath my bed, and my mom says to me, "Stephen, we drove a long way out, so we're going to stay in your room tonight." And just as I'm going under, I looked at my mom thinking she was Todd, and I go, "BOP? BOP?" Then I'm under. They do the surgery. I wake up in intensive care. Oh my God, when I wake up, my eyes aren't really focused. There's my mom, there's Father Murphy, there's my dad, there's Todd, my roommate. They got a tube in my nose, a tube in my mouth, a tube in my lung, a tube in the place where I go pee, tubes everywhere. I can barely talk. First thing, I look at the priest thinking he's the doctor or Todd, I don't even know. And I go to the priest, "BOP?" And he goes, "You have to pee?" And I go, "BOP." He goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I look at Todd thinking he'll understand. He can't really understand me. I go, "I got porn." And my mom looks at Todd and she goes, "Did he say he wants corn?" So finally, it was crazy because it was like I turned into The Exorcist. And I looked right at the priest and I go, well, the priest covers up my mom's ears, my mom covers up the priest's ears, my priest covers up the dad's ears, and Todd's standing there, and my dad says, "It's okay, Stevie, I still love you. Besides, that Slick Slots was a pretty good magazine." And your mom likes Prison Pussy. And we love you. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you to the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. So anyways, that got me thinking here as I look at Lou's parents, Joe and Ro. I look at Lou and Rain. I see the whole family of Carly here. I see Ashley here. I see Fradge. I've seen people I've been seeing for years. I see Emil. They're so friendly. He even wore a San Diego Chargers jersey to be nice to me. Sean and Don, whom I mentioned earlier, and all kinds of faces and friends and Muppets in the Night and everybody I've known in my whole life. It's so good to see you guys. God, I love being here. And it makes me think of my dog when I was a kid. Because that was the deepest love I ever had. I love that dog so much. His name was Bojangles, but we called him Bocho. Oh man, I loved him, but I was allergic to him, and my mom wanted to get rid of him because I kept having asthma attacks. I said, "Mom, you can't get rid of Bocho." I was really young. I called him Honey, Hunson. Got shortened to Hunson. I'd go, "Hi, Hunson." Imagine me being about 6 or 7, and I was playing guitar, but I didn't play that well. I was like a fresh-born deer. You know how a deer looks when it gets born? Oh, I'm a deer. And then Mom goes, "You can walk, deer." That's how it was with me with the guitar. And I look at my dog, and I go, "Bojo, I'm a deer." And he goes, "I know." So I was listening to a lot of Herman's Hermits. This is good weed, man. Shh. So I was listening to a lot of Herman's Hermits at the time. So I thought if you wrote a song for your dog, it had to be in an English accent. And the very first song I wrote was for my dog, Hunson a Dunson. I couldn't think of a rhyme, so I had, "Where's your Bunsen?" Then I don't know what Bunsen meant, but I thought it had to be in an English accent. Here's the first song I ever wrote. "Hunson a Dunson, where's your Bunsen? I thought I saw it the other day. Was it walking? Was it talking? I don't know, I could not say." And then I heard a little bit of country music, so I changed it to "Hunsin' a Dunsin', where is your Bunsen? I thought I saw it the other day." So anyways, I was playing catch with Hunsin' a Dunsin' out front, and I threw the ball over his head, and the ball went into the middle of the road. Bojo went to chase it. I know it's awful. He did what any dog would do, though. And I'll never forget a Cadillac coming down the road going about 50 miles an hour, and I'll never forget the sound of that Cadillac hitting the dog I loved. It hit my dog. The front tire rested precariously on his neck. He was upside down, blood was everywhere. I picked him up. The lady backed up, and he snapped at me like he didn't even know me. I still carried him in my arms. I ran him into the house where my mom was in the bedroom. I had Bojo there. I had Bojo's blood all over me. I said, "Mom, please, let's take him to the vet. He's gonna die." I threw him in the back of her Dodge Aspen 4-door powder blue sedan, and she drove as fast as she could to the veterinarian with that dog that I loved. I was crying. His blood was all over me. Somebody cut my mom off, and she honked at them, and they flipped my mom off, and my Catholic mother flipped them off using the wrong finger like that. I'll never forget that. We went into the veterinarian's office. He took Bojo in for surgery. It seemed like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. I said the Our Father, the Hail Mary. I said the Rosary. I promised I'd be the best altar boy I could be. Finally, the priest comes out and he goes, "Steve Poltz, your dog Bojo, he's gonna live!" Oh man, I was so happy. Oh, I said I'd never say a cuss word again. Shit, yeah! He lived! Oh, fuck! So I took him home that night. He was at the foot of my bed, and I kissed his stitches, even though it gave me asthma. And I looked at that dog I loved so much. I looked him right in the eyes, and I said, "Bojo, I just want you to know I love you, okay? And one more thing, Bojo. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend." Let me hear you go this out now with me one time. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. Put your arm around your neighbor. I need the whole room connected in love. I have to have a love circle, even if you don't know the people next to you. There's somebody behind you right there. I need the love connection not to be broken. I need you touching. Sing it with me. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. That's right. You'll always stand up and sing it. Come on. I'm in it for the long. Keep your arms around each other. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long. Look at the one you love and sing this to them in their eyes. Do it one more time. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. That's right. You'll always be. Not just Joe and Ro, all alone. Sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm with you till the end. One more. I'm in it for the long haul.
I'm in it for the long haul.
You'll always be my friend.
You'll always be my friend.
2, 3, yeah! I'm in